Welcome to Flutter Keynote by Ranga. Here we have a list of things to do today in Flutter, like learning what is Flutter and why we choose Flutter, and building a simple app in Flutter. From there, reading the documentation of Flutter to uploading your code to the GitHub. I will cover all these topics in the single video. Hope you like this. Let's start talking about what is Flutter. Like when we see Flutter documentation, Flutter official page, um, here we have like Flutter is a Google's UI toolkit for building beautiful and native compiled apps like mobile, web, desktop, and single code base. Like all this is pretty fine, but you should focus on single code base. Like the apps will till date we build on Android or iOS. Like they some are built on native apps. Some apps will be available only Android. Some apps will be available only in iOS. To make user comfortable, app companies are making like cross-platform apps, like building native apps in Android and iOS. But when a company starts in initial level, having two code bases is a big thing. So Google have its own idea, like why should we should go with a single code base. Like they introduced a Flutter became more popular after it version of 1.3 and more, and like lot of people making videos and lot of people making apps with that. Like here you see, like when you scroll down, they show their community showcase. Yeah, we have here showcase, like top 10 games are making like this one, Chinese one, and Google Assistant was made by this one, and Square App, New York Times. Like all these companies are using Flutter. So learning Flutter is good thing uh, from us. Like I choose that one. Like we have talked what is Flutter, and now we are going to why Flutter. When we have like in this market, we have competitions of Flutter is we have initial days Iconic and React Native from Facebook. But why Flutter became more popular than them? Like React Native is also good and it's more popular, and but when compared to the Flutter, Flutter adaptability came more into use. Like most of my friends and their who lens are going with the Flutter only, other than React Native, because GitHub, when we go to, like I can show them, but I choose Flutter because industry has more jobs in Flutter than React Native. React Native is also there, but in future focus Flutter is going more, like they are adopting Flutter in more companies like Google and some other and top companies like this. So I choose Flutter. What matter it is, like a job content, like creative content, we can choose Flutter. Make apps, like we can make apps in web also and desktop apps also with Flutter. So this make a unique thing for Flutter, and we have covered second topic also successfully. Learning new topics. Coming to the app idea, learning new topics and building something great is awesome. But when you are learning new topics, you are out of ideas sometimes. So like what should I build, what should I do, like what should I build when I learn this thing. So I need to, you take app ideas from the daily life. Like today is June 12th. In 10 days there is WWDC. I'm a huge fan of Apple. Like I just develop iOS apps also. Like WWDC Apple Developer Conference is most awaited conference for developers. Like I am also waiting for that. Like today I got mail, so I thought of making app in WWDC homepage using basic Flutter things. Like when you visit website, this one, it's a huge thing, but you can make it's like this one, or use developer options. Like it's not showing iPhone. Like this what you see in the app. Like I want to build this home structure in with Flutter, like using, when you are seeing an app you should understand what things I need to use. Like you should analyze the thing what you're seeing. Like here is the text, highlight text, here is the lineup, and here have some paragraph, and here is a light text background, and here is an image and dark background, and you can see an image from here. And we gonna not replicate this one, because like let we see what happens, like how can we replicate in this Flutter. Like what we have learned in Flutter, and I'm using Visual Studio Code. Like you have app idea also, like we are making app idea from the regular basis. WWDC 2020, I'm taking the homepage inspiration, I'm making this. Like we have completed our app idea. If you are out of ideas, I'll suggest you like visiting GitHub pages. Like I have mine to showcase. Like I have built Flutter apps. These are open source apps. Like you can focus on what apps you can build in this. You can take inspiration from them. Like you can make as much more as, like I have also one more guy who makes more Flutter example apps. This by Pawan Kumar, I think so. Like he makes numerous of apps. He has a YouTube channel. You can go visit there, and you can see you can take inspiration from him. Like building a WhatsApp clone, building an Instagram clone, and much more like this. You can make a Spotify clone, and you can take inspiration from everywhere. I took inspiration from this week and mail, and I want to make this. I just is a simple app to make a home page visible like this. So when you choose your language to build, when you choose your uh, framework to build an app, you need to choose a good editor also. Like Apple has Xcode, and Android, like you need to build for Android apps, you need to have uh, Android Studio. But I don't like Android Studio, of course, because it's huge to run, and my preference is Visual Studio Code. I make most of my things comfortable with what I love. Like I was using my Visual Studio Code. uh, I'll discuss some tips with you how to run an app and how to use terminals and something. Like I open my code base, like this one. I use this one. I have made some pretty apps. Like here I can showcase you here in using my ReadMe file. Like yes, these are things you have seen there. It's also now I was it's time to take build our first app. Like we have app idea and using Flutter code. I'll come with a Flutter basic code using Flutter VS Code. Install VS Code, just open your folder, and that's it. You can have Flutter with you. Like you need to have a Flutter file from flutterdev.com. I'll share you the resource how to install Flutter. You will be fine with YouTube thing. YouTube has much more videos how to use Visual Studio Code with Flutter. Like I want to show how to create your first step from terminal. I was using my terminal, as you can see. I was writing like Flutter create, so codes create WWDC20. It's my app name. You can name it as you like. Like it will get preloaded with lots of data. It will pre-build from Flutter developers. Checking for the resource. I'll close this. As you see, I found here my app. Like when you open this main folder, you will find with like Android stuff. You'll have all Android related data. This is for iOS code base. Flutter has a single code base for Android and iOS. That's what we show here. Android, we have here iOS. The library thing is the main thing we need to focus. Main.dot file is the main file for the app which we are going to focus. Main file which runs the first time when you load your app. Like these are some files like pubspec.yaml. Like you need to configure what you are using, assets, libraries like packages, output packages, or will be in this. Writing a readme is we'll cover up in the last session. Let's go to our first thing. Here is main.dot file, the thing we are going to focus here. Let me run. We have pre-built with some text here. Let me run this. Flutter. Excuse me, I have made a mistake. I need to go first to the root folder. I'm going to my root folder. Thereafter, running my here you see there is an error called no supported devices connected. Let me open my device. I'm using my iOS simulator. Let's open my simulator. Oh yeah, I feel yeah, here you see my thing. It's getting ready. Let's make Flutter. I used to go with another thing like Flutter Doctor. Flutter Doctor helps you to find out have you connected to your virtual device or not, any physical device. It helps you to find out that thing. And here you see connected device is one available. So excuse me. So I can go with this. Like I can run my app. This is a sample app that you got from the Flutter team. It will take a while. Like let me show you some tricks. Like it's the basic apps app sample app came from the Flutter dev. Like if you see our button, we have a round corner button. When you click this, it's gonna update the series of times, and when you how many times you click. This is a Flutter code. All thing we need is we don't need all this stuff. Like we can customize it. Like I'll delete up to counter and only all this. Let me close this out. That's fine. You can delete your app also. And we need to focus what we are building, what we are going to build for the first time. This is the thing. Main function is the function which runs for the first time when you load your app. Thereafter it has a run app method. This will focus you to the page, the class which you are going to build for the first time. I'm choosing my thing is called material app for the first time. We're gonna discuss all this. What is material app? Like let me choose this to be it here somewhere hidden. Like I'm choosing Flutter Documentation. I'll go api.flutter.dev is a Flutter official documentation page. Here you go and type like what is material class. This is not been. Material class from here is a material class thing and an application that uses material design. Here the things we have to study. This is official documentation. Every app we are going to build comes under a material app only. So the material app configures the top level navigation to the routes of the following order. For the root, home property is non-null is used. Like home property is the main thing we should use. Let's use home property. Like you will find home properties here, like home, scaffold. Let's copy this code. Let's paste it here. Let's see what happens now after reloading my thing. Like you have seen that it's fast. It has updated its home page. Like I can write here something like Flutter keynote. Just reload. Yeah, you see that's this is pretty fast here. Like we need to discuss some of the things here, like what is material app, what is scaffold class. Like we'll go through the documentation. I'll quit the simulator. The material class is the thing which follows the material design. Is a material design is which comes from the Google, which follows which has the official documentation how app should look like, how app should figure the app or web or something, like how it color scheme should be, how it design should be. All this lot of documentation will be available in the material design. It's most famous for its color designs also, and these are the things. Material app which have a material design configuration pre-built in the Flutter thing. Like we need to go for the scaffold class, is also from material. Scaffold class implements a basic material design of a visual layout structure. When we are using an app like this, like we have shown a sample app like this, a scaffold class is which comes here to here, like what we have seen in the screen, which comes to the which comes to the scaffold class only. What we see is in the scaffold class itself. Like how many things we are going to have in the app home page or anything. Like you see sample code is app bar. Like I can make Flutter keynote using this is also in this scaffold class. What things we gonna appear in the screen will be under scaffold class. The scaffold which represents only front layer, that visual representation layout. That's the thing we need to discuss. Like app bar is the main highlight part in the like top bar of the Flutter in this Flutter documentation. We need to also study that one. Like what I have seen, like in this first app, if I put this true, like I left it like this, I run an app again, Flutter run. I was running my app. Like you see here a debug banner which comes in this material app, which we can make false to look our app neat. Like I made it here. It's a basic thing we can make it happen here. Like we know about material app, what is a window node, we know about scaffold, and we gonna discuss about app bar title. Like what is app bar title? App bar title is nothing but making a bar having like this. uh, we can we can represent anything on that. Like here we have like constant text word text thing. I can make a image also. Like we need to have like this, a thing like this. So let's build this configuration in our app. Like what we are going to focus is we need to build a home page of WWDC20 with our Flutter code. That's the thing we need to focus. Let's jump to the next part of the thing. Like we have basic Flutter commands, understanding the app structure, like understanding the material design, understanding the material app, scaffold class. These are the thing. In scaffold class also we have like two configurations. I can show you there. Like we have another called, yeah, I'm in the text. Like I go out of this body thing. Like I can here text, can enter. When you use this, it will be a line break. So what we need to do is backslash top bar underscore. Here is the lineup. Let's run our app. As you see here, we found here is the lineup. The thing is, we gonna configure like this one too, like this. Defaultly app bar color will be in blue color. We can customize that. We need to also customize, we need to find our assets first. Let's make it happen. Like we need to have assets of this. Like when you are not finding assets in this, my tip is to go inspect element, and this you go for the resources. You'll have find fonts they have used pretty much document fonts only. Like you can go this, we have large thing and we have medium thing. You can elaborate with this. You see here, this is the large thing. We have some medium. You can take it with anyone, Apple developers app. Like yeah, we have found this icons. Like we have our resources. Using all these resources, we can build this. Like initially create a folder in images called images. Use this. Like after this, choose your icon and drop it here. Like it's not creating this. I'll drop it into my desktop. Otherwise have that one, have this one, like WWC. Waiting for that icon. Yeah, I got it. This is the SVG thing. We can convert this. We can convert it later, like SVG to PNG. Like you can represent anything. That's the thing we need to find. We are good to go. It's representing a single text. Like I wanna show you another more trick, like called using every time we need to focus on our app. We can't reload every time like this, like what we have now. For the single change of line, it's not showing that much fast, so I need to use Flutter in hot reload option. Here we have an hot reload option. Like when I do this, like I was restarting my app from the terminal. I want to make it so quick as soon as possible. So I was building my class called WWDC20 extends stateless widget. Yeah. I have one more thing, like STLS. This is a tip from me. Like we can write how many classes we want. Like I was building my WWDC20 home class. I was using a container here. Let's use what we have built till now. And I will delete all this. Nothing there. But I have seen this. But I am getting this. I have two classes, I think. Good to go. Using this WWDC20, running my app. Let's run our app. I was using function F5. That's a keyboard tool which is used to debug our tools. Like you can press Command B to toggle this sidebar. My app is launching, and when we find this, it's pretty much like this only. It's running. Take a time. Yeah, it's got built. Yeah, here you see there is L missing. Again put a L pretty much like this. You see there, like after I'm saving that one, you see there, this is how much fast it is. Like you can go through the documentation. Like I'll show how to read a documentation. Now we will focus on the how to read documentation. In scaffold class, when you go bottom, you can go all these classes using a bottom bar, drawer, floating action button, snack bar, and scaffold state. These are all things. But you can also use constructor, like using widget, like color also you can change. And here is properties what you can change. Using an app bar, you can add app bar. Background color we are choosing, like here we have a black color background, so we want to use our black color background. So you need to go to the properties of each class and go and study. Like when you'll get a right option what to edit, what not to edit. Like I was using like background color, like colors dot black. I'll show how fast it is. Black. You see, it's already changed. You can't see this because it's a text widget. It's by default it's black. If you want to edit, like if you want to change that one, we can go through the documentation. This is the last time I will go through the, I can't show all this in single video. So this is the last class. We'll cover this text. Yeah, text class from widgets. It's from widget. It's basic a run of text with a single text line. Like it will show a text line. Here you see the style method. The style argument is optional. You can style it using a if we are not using the text style function method. Here we'll use a default text style. If you are using that one, it will take help. It will be help for us. Like I'll choose that one. Like we'll go style our text style thing, and we are able, here we have. Now I'll find like colors dot white. All these things I know after studying documentation only. You can use comma for external things we had, like font weight. Damn, it's not showing my suggestions. Dot, yeah, here you find like 600 is better, I think. And I'll choose my, like, you need to have inspiration first. After that, choosing inspiration, from there you can go whatever you like I choose my thing here. Yeah, image is the thing you can focus later. Like the pretty fast thing you need to do is like this one. Here is a lineup and this is a text style. You need to, when you have these many of lines, it's hard to read. Use format documentation. It will make pretty much easy. Thereafter we have comma. Like font size also is a thing you can change here. This is the first suggestion you will get. I use 34. It's not changing. Yeah, it's changed. This is the lineup. The blue thing is little bit annoying. Let's change app background color. Like I'll change this color, background color to colors dot black. I'll make it WWDC20. Yeah, I can make this. Here's the thing, like it's not showing any border. Let's use after a while I gonna use like little bit more. Here is the thing. Hereafter we are using, like you see there are from you see this one. We have here is a lineup, and thereafter we have text, little bit space, and we have image. These are in the column wise. So to arrange the elements in the vertical order, we have to use a widget called column. This column will have a list of widgets. We can use multiple widgets at a time. Where Flutter has single layout widget and multi layout widget. In that, column class is a multi layout widget. It's not typing. It is a column class. A column class is a widget that displays in the vertical array. Here we are going to use the column class. They're pretty much like using a VStack in Shift UI. It's same like that. And if you are single description, I'll show Yes, quick example like this. I'll copy this, I'll paste it here, and here is our app. Yeah, is there. This is a button you see here is called hot reload. It is there. So this is not the thing we need to see here. We need to have like this one. So I was using that. I'll make my text using this one. Make a font to 17. It's good to have 17-14 apps like this one. Like make this also to 400. Yeah, you see the thing. Here's a lineup and this. When you say this app, all these are in centrally aligned. How can we make this centrally aligned thing? Like I use this column and make this center. The center is the same widget that helps to all the data which is there in it. It will make the alignment into the center of the scaffold. Like when I hot reload, it was centered initially. Like I'll make this text also the center. Like I'll make, yeah. Oh, for God's sake, I make this. We can also delete this by removing this widget. And if you don't like this, because I'm not using column anymore there, like make it center. Make a hot reload. I think it's pretty much center. I think like it was using. Let's using padding. Padding is best thing we need to make. Like padding is which helps to make. You see, padding is from all the sides. We got 8, but we need more for this. Like okay, 8 is good. Like let's make padding for this text using padding from all sides. Yeah, it's done. Make a hot reload. Yeah, it's much more center now. Thereafter we are going to use this text widget once again, but this time we are using, beware of this padding class. Like it's a single time widget. You can align only one thing in there. Like when you save this one, it's there. Here is the lineup, but I don't need that. I need the text of June, what's called June 22nd to 26. Yeah, that's good, but I need to change my text color. It's huge high, and I need to change my font size too. Let's make it 8. How it's gonna be? Oh, it's too small. I'll make it 15 or something. Yeah, 51. Make 15. Yeah, it's good. Good to see like that. Like I use 400. Like you can also use like having a normal done thing. I make it also normal. Yeah, it's pretty same thing to get. We have one more thing, I think. Text. Don't know. Text direction. We'll from after this. I want to make something like. I will make it gray. Good. Now the thing remaining is we need to have an image class. We have like we have a lot of things here. We can eliminate all these things. Here is a single class. This is the end of the column. Flutter automatically generates you that comments. Like, let's use a image class. Before using image class, we need to have our image available here. So I'm using my thing here called documentation. Like, my image class is empty. How we'll learn how to add images to our Flutter project. Let's go here, and I have an image here. I'll drag this image. I'll drag this now, and I have this image. Beautiful now. I love Apple images. Like, it's damn clarity. One more thing, it's not easy as app make and shift UI. After adding, you can directly use it. You need to change your pub spec amls file, or using here this one. You need to change there, like make it uncommon, and make it like, if you have a single image, you can write the image name. If you want to add all the assets in the image, you can pretty much leave like this, like /image/ like that. Thereafter we are using this image here. Like, I'm going here, image, in this I'm using asset image. To specify images / and make it a big, and b / yeah, this name is too big, I think. Yeah, I may rename this like bottom. Likely name, like we are using in the bottom place. I named it as bottom. Use the format also same as like that. You need to JPG, I think. Yeah, we have found that one. Where is my app? Like, saying widgets dot. Like, I need to reload. Here we have a reload option, restart option. We need to restart because we added files in the Flutter project. It need to reload. Like, I'm getting package of Flutter dot images, image dot field, image not equal to null. I think, yeah, I made it here. It's not showing this. I'll make it much more simple, like using constructor, as you said, like image images / bottom dot jpg. Yeah, bottom is using my function fi to run. I think it's going to be, I need to provide a container for this because it's taken to whole image space. I was getting a error here. Yeah, we're going to the documentation. Like, I'll show another more, like Stack Overflow. image size and Flutter. Like we have some how to handle image size, like you can see how to handle the image size fixed inside the box. Like we have written that code is code, but I can make this big. Here is question, the answer will be like it's too big. Yeah, here using I don't know what this really about. Yeah, I'm going to reuse this class. Code usability is best thing you can find in Flutter. Like I was using this container and as deleting all this, delete all this stuff using my images location, images slash bottom dot jpg. Let's run our app. It's gonna figure out, I think so. Error. Format. Let's make it 100. Let's remove this. Let's make it 100. I'll run this again. Yeah, you see here we found our image there, but we need to enlarge our image. Like I'll make it for now I will use like 414.0. Use like image of 600. Yeah, we find the same like what we found here. Like this is the like we need to adjust some spacing here. Like otherwise I use one more class called expanded. This is one of the beautiful class I've always used while building my apps. Like take your child thing like here to here, when you are figuring out places in this, use that image. Let's delete container class. We have one more option in this called flex. We have content fill. This is a fill option. It's good to have fit. We can find will fit with, yeah, it's fit with this best thing, fit all. We can delete here these classes, I think this thing, it's pretty much same you find there. Flex. When you don't have this thing here, flex will help you to find out. Flex 6. Yeah, no problem. I'll tell example with flex afterwards. Use box fit dot fit width. The image will fit to exact width to the your size. Like now we need to adjust some spacing here. Like I need to find the image height. Thereafter I need to use a spacer between them. Like we are exploring the column. Like where is our column? Yeah, here it is. We have two options called it's not even like this, where you see in this appledevelopers.com, it's even positions. Like we need to make even as like that. So I'm going to make cross alignment dot this, not this. Like I'll make it center for better purpose. Thereafter we have like maximum size, main axis size is equals to main axis size dot max, and we have main axis alignment. This is the thing we are focusing on. Axis alignment, main axis, every time it shows main axis size only. Alignment dot, yeah. You have like center, you're going to not find something. Like I will use space around, space between. I think expand things, is making a little bit weird here. We'll comment it out. Now we'll use this one. Yeah, this one though I want to explain. Like if you use space between, it will stretch along the screen like this one, and like this. It's much more easy to understand how it is and how it will be. Just focus on this main axis dot alignment dot. What is the difference between space between, space around, space evenly? Yeah, this is the thing we are focusing on. Like it's enough to have like a space evenly, or you need to have like space around is one more thing you can find. Space between, it's going to stretch more. Like we have one more options, start and center. It will focus on it will mainly focus on the last part of your thing. And dot space focus on the start thing. It will move you to the top part of the thing. It's also pretty much good. Having padding on the top also make it much more clear. Like you see the same things here, how much space is having, how much thing is getting you see the same. Like I'll replicate this also, how to place this icon here. I'll make pretty much like here. I don't need to focus now. Like we have here is the top part, and we need to have, like, what we are missing is here we have some padding. Like we need to find our text highlight passes, and we need to wrap that into a padding widget. We've wrapped that, like if you see pretty much closely, yeah, you see that. Like I need to have one more thing, like text direction is a part in Flutter, not yet used, but it's time to use text direction Flutter. It used in text align dot start. I can focus in this long bit. Text align text direction. Yeah, it's going to write. Text align text. I think it's in center only. This will help you to understand how to search new features, like how to make the things. Yeah, this is what I am searching for. Read the appropriate things, like, yeah, we have text align dot center. Missed that feature in the suggestion, so I thought there is no that thing. Text align text align dot center. Text alignment. Yeah, this is the thing I want to focus. Here you see the thing is like same like this. Have you seen that? Yeah. Now we are going to focus on this is a WWDC basic app. Like we'll go further. Like I told you that I will add this line. How to make this line? Like in your top part of the column part, add a divider. Reload and space, like you can run this line. When you click option, you'll have like list of things. Like you can edit height, thickness, color. Like let me colors dot gray. same gray. Yeah, you find that one, like height dot 0 point. Like take padding. I'll show how to add padding at the top, like 0. You see that, like next we are adding, here we have like padding already. Next we need to add symmetric is another option. Like you see the same, but I'll make it 30. Yeah, you see much more space, but I'll make it 24 for visibility purpose. The thing is, it's not like that. We need to have some more wrapped around us. Like we would make a group of things. I'll make this padding, make this widget 3 more. Like why I'm not editing all this, because you need to learn on the time when I was editing this. Like not all this. I'll make simple, like only top make it's better to have padding now. These all things you make all time. Run again. Like it was pretty like that. Make it. It's web nodes have a lot of space to make it. Like we can make also 30. Like it should be in center. Yeah. It's WWDC app, like make shade, make last is the shade 900. It's not visible. 600 is better, I think. Yeah, 600 is far more better. We need to use this icon, I think. Like we can wrap this text, we can wrap this text, or we can make this also can make it happen. Like take this expanded widget. Now all you make it will come into the center only. Use a text widget and make that font look like this. It's not showing. Oh, by default it's false. Style, I need to edit all the time. It's better to have top style. it's heavy there. I'll make it 20. Yeah, it's good to have like that. Like I used a size box. These are the widgets you can use. Like I was sharing, like you use a sized box. Sized box is nothing but a box which will show you some space. You can use spacer also, but using a sized box for particular thing is best. Like for columns you can use height. For rows you can use width. Like after adding comma I can add this. Need to save. Yeah, it's pretty good. Like I'll make it 40 for now. Yeah, it's added. As making this thing text. Oh, first I initially copied this thing. It's much more similar to like this. I'll make, but padding thing I can't use there. Text here too, the dark text. Copy this text. Rewrite it here. Save or reload. Why you are getting this center text means you are using like text direction dot text align dot start. You find the same like this, and I think you need to have padding on the top. Like add this padding. Use for you are using only on single side, use only, and use top padding as 8. I have not specified the top position. Let's make it top. Font pretty much same. So like I can use the bottom text like up to here. I can make like here we have like we can use this SVG image also, like inspect element. You can go to the resources and go to the images like this things. These are not the things we are using. Like, yeah, this is also JPG. We can use there, and I think bottom so APJ. Yeah, I can use this. Like I need to first take it on my screen. I have it on my screen. I'll update my, like these are the Flutter layout structure. I'll go at last of this, adding a image. I have explained how to read the documentation initially. You need to find how to use image, all this, like adding the asset documentation, all this, like this. Like I have this JPG. Now what I'm gonna make is like if you have two images, if you want to specify by name, you should add like this. I'm specifying old directory here. It's not mandatory all time to check here. And I'll close this, and we have this image. like what I have icon events dot. I'll make it simple. I'll rename this as icon icon.jpg. It's best to have like that. And now I think in the sized box I need to have that, like I'll make it 10 and I'll use I call it image dot asset, call name images slash icon dot jpg. I cannot add a comma. I need to reload, like hot reload, like I added a file. Yeah, I got this, but it was so big here. I need to have like width. Use 44 because every icon we make will be 44 by height, 44 by width, like it's round up with 44. Now you close your inspect, you can see it's here, like it have padding top and bottom. Like I'll wrap with padding. I'll use symmetric padding because you see here like it was same padding from the right and left, but it has padding here, top padding and bottom padding. Symmetric vertical is 16 is the best position I can give. Like I'll make it 40. It's height not at this area. Like initially we have wrapped our thing in this initially we wrapped our whole thing in the center widget. It's in the center. To make it in the left side of the thing, we need to add, we can't change the whole part for the single icon. So make it like this. Take the image, wrap that in a row, use a spacer. This is we are using bottom. We are using bottom. Like we need to go for icon image here. The thing is you need to go for icon image, place it in wrapper in your row. Thereafter row is a horizontally alignment thing. Thereafter you go here and place a spacer. Spacer is a thing which aligns you the space of the screen with like maximum filled space. Like you see here, as we have like this, but the height does not match like this. Like it's pretty much same. We have done till here because we are after this, if we had, it's going to be late now. Like you see pretty much same. I can add here, like I can see how much space available in the last spacer. Yeah, it's not taking safe area also. I'll wrap this in a safe area because my content is more important. Like where is my content? These are all the things pretty time. Fonts, some unnecessary things. scaffold is using WWDC. We are making in a single class. Let's make our scaffold new. Here you see after adding my space keynote special event, we add here space also, spacer. Save it. It will not go the behind area of the safe area. These are the thing we need to focus. I need to add a spacer before this because I need to edit something. Yeah, these are things we did today. Size box is not that much necessary. If you want to take a image, I need to display the round arrow, but it's okay to not have because we need to have a special functionality to make that. If you wanna make, we can make using icons from. Let me show showing an icon class. Using an icon class. I'm using an icon class, icon dot forgotten. When you forgot, go to the internet, type Flutter icon. You have a single you can find a simple icon class here, take this. When you found this, take this icon class and copy paste here, and it's completed now. Format document, run the code. You find the same thing here, but it's a green color. We should make it white, and also change icon. But where I need to find icon, go to the materials.io. Material icons, you find the suggestion is here. Bear with me, not more than a minute now. We're gonna make this icons. You can find I'll make it a bit like this. Now I can filter by name down. This is the thing we are finding. Keyboard.arrow. You find here you find your name. You come to our project. Remove this icon, paste it here. You see there, pretty same, like you need to width more, like I told you to use 44, like you see the same now. You find pretty same. ah it's increasing size, like you need to take spacer class out of this. You can also just making like that, make icon size like 22. This is the thing you find where you exceed the space of the safe area in your thing. Now we have find that one. Now we are, it is the last version of the app, like what I have made it till now. I think you got to understand how to use that. And now we'll go to the checklist thing. Understanding the app structure, like material app, scaffold, and that thing. Using a Flutter documentation, we have done that. Using text widgets, like I have shown you the text widget, like image widget. These are thing. Material things are the same thing. Like icon is a material. Icon is from material class. Like updating icon, we have not done. Like we will do some. Like it's now already 1.2. Like I'll show my tools to where to go. Like we have one more thing, we need to have this thing in the center of here. Like how can I make this? I can make like svg to png. Use some online class. Already we found like here upload file, or drag your file there. Like we have, where do I find my svg, master.svg? Yeah, now go to my recents, master.png. We got our icon. Like let's make takes this text field. Like I need to add first. Command B. Like, rename this like Apple. Go to your main app bar area, take this text, keep it an image here. Like you can add your asset image. Not ever using image, use image constructor, that asset code images. Use images slash apple.png. Run your thing. Yeah, we have that. We have nice looking thing. Like we have built all this now. Like if you're forcing to have me, like you're increasing space. Like let's make it 12. Now you see little bit more space from the side, or even make like my favorite is 16, but it will be more. Yeah, it's a lot more better than before. Like all we have made is like from here to here. Like I didn't copy the last button. You need to have like raised buttons and some all things stuff. Like I used this image and text thing and icon. I need to show all this for you. These are things I made today. I have made it before you. Like last stuff we have left is how to make an icon. Let's make it. Go to my favorite Canva.png. I need to have more space now. Create a design, custom dimensions, use 20 1204 by 1204 pixel, which will gives you much more clarity. Like I want to use like my favorite thing I was recalling, text elements. You have much more thing to inspire, but have a templates to use. Yeah, this is one I'm waiting for. Like our app, your icon should be matched to your app. Like it will be much more better to understand your app. I was using WWDC. Like I'll change my icon to allies or something. Like you can change your icons, like choose whatever font you want, but my yeah, this is good. My W's are full strong. I think it's better. I was using it's looked much more customizable. It's better to have colors, I think so. Let's make it one red. Red is not nice. Use document colors, like use the brightest parts. No problem, it's better to have white before all these colors. Like it's also getting late for us. Choose your customizables. Like I love this, I was choosing this. Like I choose for TC also. I'll choose red. I think choose orange is much more better. Yeah, it's much more better. Yeah, this is WWDC. Download your icon. It's free. You wanna pop up with this like that. Thereafter you go to close this AppIcon.co. AppIcon.co is a free tool to change your icons into available all platforms like Android, iOS. It will be, you can check by area: iPad, watch, Mac, Android. As using same, like make it generate. After using this, let's be it like here. I'll close this. I'll make open my thing and I'll unzip this file. One thing's also you need to care is like you need to have this file and not this one. Go to your folder, press Command V, go to your Android file, go to your file, go to opening this one, right click, reveal in Finder. Like you see we have Android. Go to app, go to source, go to main, go to resources. Here you find all this. Delete all this, press Android, take these files, copy it here, and when you go back, like when you go to iOS, it's pretty easier. Go to runner, click assets dots, delete that one, copy this one and paste it here. It's over. Now we should rebuild your total app. Like it's also has icon now. Like I'll close this. You see Flutter icon, it's defaultly provided Flutter icon. Now we are restarting this one. I think it should be relaunched. Let me make it launch function F5. Let's see what I have done. Writing a ReadMe file. It's pretty easy. I'll show you how to write a ReadMe file and uploading your code as usually to Git. It's building. Local stuff is all same, but we need to focus on the inner part. Yeah, you see WWDC icon. My icon is Pitil. No problem. I showed you how to update icon, but it's not like let's take a screenshot of this file. New screenshot. Now I'll show you how to write a ReadMe file now. All this stuff is done. Now go to the last page of your ReadMe file and close all this. We have done pretty much good so far, and make much more collaborative. Delete all this. WWDC20. Build home page. Apple developer. From WWDC20. This is pretty much good. You can write whatever you want. Let incorporate file of the page. I'll copy this file. How to keep my thing there. Start. Let me I have took a screenshot initially. I'll rename this here like editing here. And this here, which is called WWDC20 app. My icon is not good, so I need to think of changing that. I'll change in the next update. This is the thing we have generated today. Like let's make thing available in this main.readme file. Let's generate images slash WWDC20 app. Look a preview of it. How beautiful it is. Like we are developers, right? We can make good things like this. Yeah, these are all three things. Now go to the terminal, and I'm going to my root terminal. I was checking for the status. Like if you see here, I'll close this one also. It's not more needed now. Like I'll update my thing here. I'll clear first all this stuff. Yeah, it's much more better now. I was seeing for git status what I've done today. I've created a WWDC app 20. I need to update. So git add is a command to add a file to the GitHub. Like press W is the first word and give a tag. Like it will autofill. I like that feature. Next add git commit. Give a useful message. Like you need to update a useful message to it, like as WWDC20 app initial commit. I'll show you lively. Like I have committed till like I need to explain what is version control first. Like I forgot. Version control is the thing, like if you are building a numerous app, like in a single app you have number of changes like version 1, version 2. If version 2 is not, like if you are going like numerous of versions like version 3 or version 4, in smaller updates you should it's the feature you update it is not so good, it's not liked by the users, so you need to roll back to the back feature. To attain the back feature of the app, we are using version control system. You can go to my GitHub, like I was updating to my GitHub Flutter apps. If you see there, I have apps here, but I have not updated my WWDC. Like how to update that using, like I have committed local commit. Now I need to push that into the GitHub repo. Git push. Like I need to change one more thing, my local thing also. I need to local readme file, main readme file. I need to change here. I'll change just copy the old one. We are doing a lot of times, it will be very easy for you again. Using WWDC20, same, copy it, your name here. It will not show now because it's not yet updated. I will add this file to the main app previews also. I can showcase in the first level. And I was going to the readme file, I was using my thing. Let's see. WWDC20. I using like like 256. It's better. I'll copy this one. I'm going to my readme. Where is my WWDC readme? Don't forget, there is a break of image. Like I was using my PNG, it's not updated till date. Like here I should get my image thing. I need to record. It's not yet updating. Let's see. .png, same thing I have updated here. We'll see later. Like I'll go to my ReadMe. Using this image address. Main ReadMe then. It's not there. I think it will be enough. Yeah, I got it here. It's good. Now I'll press command bits a lot more. Not easy like before I go to my terminal. Like launch my terminal back. Let's hide that. It's not adjusting. Use a good earphones if my voice is not clear. I can't, I'm in my native place. So, sorry for that. Git status. Like I have changed all this. So, git add dot. It will add all the files we have changed. All the files which have been modified and changed. Now, git commit -n readme updated. I'm gonna push now. For 2 commits I'm gonna push at a time. What is mean by pushing it means submitting your local commits to the like updating it online. You see my file's gone changed. It's gone updated, right? Yeah, it's done. If I hot reload this one, not hot reload, just reload. Yeah, I didn't add. Yeah, I added this. Like, it's going to my page there. My app preview. Have my app preview here. I didn't set a size there. Forgot to set a size. I'll set a size now. It's not reforming its size. Like, done it in the main. You can see in the main website I have done it in the size. Yeah, here you see, like it's there. This is pretty good. All this we have done. From updating icon we have done, writing a readme file, getting a window version control. All this for today. This is a Flutter apps by Ranga. Take advantage of this. Build your own apps. Like I love to see yours also. Thank you. Have a